Homeless man asked Keanu Reeves can. You give me $1. Keanu's response is shocking. It was a warm afternoon in Los Angeles, the sun hanging low in the sky as the sidewalks bustle with people, rushing from one place to another amidst the sea of wall-dressed shoppers and tourists. A scruffy homeless man sat on the corner of Hollywood Boulevard, his clothes worn, his hair tangled, and his eyes weary. He clutched a small cardboard sign that simply read, "Hungry, anything helps." His name was Dave, and today, just like every day, Dave was hoping for a little kindness from the people passing by. Most of them walked on too busy with their own lives to notice, some even making an effort to cross the street to avoid him. Dave sighed, his stomach growling, and he looked at the small pile of change in front of him. It wasn't much, barely enough for a snack from a convenience store. He knew better than to expect much, but the sight of people rushing past with shopping bags and fancy coffees sometimes made his heart ache. He just wanted a hot meal, something simple to fill his stomach for once. Dave was about to give up for the day when he noticed a tall man approaching from down the street. The man was wearing a simple black t-shirt, jeans, and a baseball cap, his face partially hidden. Behind sunglasses, he looked familiar, but Dave couldn't quite place where he'd seen him before. The man stopped right in front of Dave, lowering his sunglasses slightly as he looked at the sign with a warm smile. He knelt down, bringing himself to eye level with Dave. "Hey there," the man said, his voice gentle. "How's it going today?" Dave looked up, surprised that someone had actually stopped to talk to him. He cleared his throat, his voice raspy. "Could be better," he admitted, "just trying to get enough for something to eat." The man nodded, his smile never wavering. He reached into his pocket and pulled out his wallet, glancing at the bills inside, before looking back at Dave. "Tell you what," he said. "How about I take you to get something to eat? You can order whatever you want." Dave's eyes widened in disbelief. He'd been hoping for $1 or $2, maybe enough to buy a sandwich, but this stranger was offering to buy him a full meal. He hesitated, unsure if he had heard correctly. "You mean like a real meal?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. The man nodded. "A real meal," he repeated. "Come on. There's a diner just down the street." Dave got to his feet, his legs shaky from both hunger and surprise. He followed the man down the sidewalk, still not quite believing what was happening. As they walked, Dave noticed people staring at them, their eyes widening in recognition. Whispers followed them, and a few even pulled out their phones to snap pictures. Dave looked at his companion, the realization slowly dawning on him. "Wait a minute." Dave sighed, his voice trembling slightly. "Aren't you, are you?" "Keanu Reeves." Keanu smiled, a hint of amusement in his eyes. "Guilty," he said with a shrug. "But today I'm just a guy who wants to share a meal with a new friend." Dave couldn't help but smile, his heart swelling with gratitude.